All right, what's going on, guys? So, wanted to encourage you guys with this word today. I don't know about you guys, but this life is a hard race. And I'm often reminded of that because twice a day, I have two routines that I try to do as best as possible. And the first one is in the morning where I run at least 30 minutes, whether it's on the treadmill or whether it's in, some class or something like that. And in the evenings, I'll try to pray these days uninterrupted for an hour every evening. So just without looking at any of my phone or anything in between, just sitting before the Lord quietly. And I realized that in that time frame of whether I'm running, and usually when I run, I'll run a consistent pace or I'll go up and down in speed, but I'll try not to stop. And I won't stop until I finish. But I realize that I have this moment in the middle or near the end of the run, or even in prayer, where I either check the clock or I think to myself, man, I'm almost there. I don't want to give up. And very rarely do I stop for whatever reason. And I was reminded of this because last night it was so late in the evening. And as I was praying, I thought to myself, man, just maybe I can just end, 10 minutes early or whatever it is. And so it got me to think what Hebrews 12 says about running that race of faith. And I just wanted to share this with you guys. It says, therefore, we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. And so whether it's a race like I'm doing a physical thing, or whether it's a spiritual discipline, whether it's humbling yourself before the Lord and trying to get quiet before him, or whether it's fighting a certain habit, a sin, or whatever it is that's in your life, to be able to, like it says here, remove that weight and to look to Christ in terms of running that race with endurance. And I remember even as I was years back running a marathon, I remember just thinking at the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th mile, thinking that, man, I just have to continue. I just have to finish. I'm almost there. I just got to finish. I remember in a certain class, we had a benchmark, and I was running the hardest that I've ever run, a 3 mile run in like under 20 minutes or something like that. And just thinking to myself, man, I just need to continue going. And it was like a 9:0, 10:0 pace. It was like a hard run, right? But I remember just thinking in that moment, I need to continue going. I need to continue going. I need to continue running. And even if it's a run like this, a physical run, or whether it's some kind of, perseverance in praying and in reading the word or in fasting or whatever it is that a ministry or a calling you have and whatnot, any of these things, it helps us to supplement or to contribute to the race that we're running in our faith. And just like how Christ, he was sinless. He was tempted like any other person on this earth by Satan. And from everything that he went through, from the early, desert, temptations from Satan, all the way to just the suffering he endured on the cross, right? He was the ultimate example of somebody who was perfect in this life and did not succumb to sin at all at any point in his life, which is obviously something that nobody else in history can ever have done. And so whether we fall forward and we stumble a little bit, we got to get back up, right? We got to get back up, and we got to be able to continue with this race. And so just like me, where at times, very rarely do I say, oh, I give up, but just like how I run in the mornings, and these days I'm trying to pray as well in the evenings, uninterrupted. We all have something that God has put on our heart that we personally aspire to try to adhere to, but it's that process of getting 70, 80%, 90% there to be able to finish one little thing at a time, or even just this whole life, looking at life in general. And so just wanted to encourage you guys, because a lot of us are going through struggles, of perseverance, of endurance, of running this race. But we got to remember that Christ was the ultimate example, and we have to look onto Jesus, the author and finisher, right, of our faith and of this race. And so be encouraged, guys, because it's bigger than your problem right now. And a lot of you guys are going through a lot of difficulty in life, your individual circumstance, your family problems, your job situations, whatever it is. But continue going, continue enduring. And this is really up to you. It's a choice you have to make on a minute by minute, second by second basis. Do you want to stop running? Do you want to stop praying? Do you want to stop what God has called you to do? Or do you want to continue going? And there are times, yes, for which we stumble, but you got to get right back up and continue going. You don't want to be mile 23, mile 24 of a 26.2 mile marathon only to give up because you came that far. You came all the way here, and God has brought you all the way here for you to tell yourself, okay, I'm going to throw in the towel. I'm going to just stop. And that would not be, very good, right? And so again, it's a tough race. I know it's a tough time. It's a tough life for many people, but we are, like it says, surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses. People are cheering us on, other Christians, angels in heaven, people that are looking upon our life. And so don't give up, guys. Continue going. Be disciplined. And in the little things that you have in life for which you're winning, I'm winning, my 30-minute runs. I'm winning some of my, evening prayers, a lot of them, right? And so continue going, because those wins will encourage you. Those small moments will continue to push you. And in the bigger scheme of things, it's helping to grow you, helping to sanctify you, helping to get you closer to Jesus. And so look to him, guys. He provides for you. He strengthens you. He encourages you. He provides the joy and the fulfillment, the hope and the faith. So God bless you guys. Talk to you guys very soon.